Oh, good morning to you. Good morning. What is it today? Wednesday. Wednesday, 23rd of September 2020? Something like that. On Sunday, just gone, one of my friends wrote a cheque. They like cheques here in France. He wrote a cheque and put 2019. Well, only had 9 months to get used to it being 2020. But there we are. Anyway, what are we doing today? Well, the de-chaosifying goes on. I have a desire to have a table to put my table saw on. I would like it to have some sort of wheels on it. I haven't worked that out yet. I've worked out how to do the table. Now, amongst all of the general sort of junk and stuff that I acquired when this place came into possession, as it were, was a wonky table with legs. And it was a terribly wonky table. Anyway, I took the legs off it and I've taken the top apart, and the top is becoming parts of my staircase, which left me without a table. That's fine, that's okay. Plans change. What I have got is a considerable pile of this stuff, melamine faced chipboard. And, it's eventually going to be in my way, so the more of it I can use, the happier I shall be. So what we're going to do is stop gabbing and put together a table. Well, how about that? You can't buy a table like that in IKEA. Yeah. Happy with that. Now what I want to do is pull the saw out. I want to change the blade on that saw. It lost a couple of teeth. So, yep, that's the next part of the job. Now this little table saw, it was one of those impossible to resist sort of things. It was actually priced at about the same price as a saw blade. And it's done an awful lot of work for me. It cut most of my firewood last winter, and it's cut a lot of other things besides. I did swap the blade. Now the blade that's in it is actually slightly smaller than the one it came with, but it's one of those blades with welded in teeth, and I don't know what I hit. Maybe there was a nail or something, I don't know, but it's lost some teeth, as blades sometimes do. So I think really I ought to pull it about and see if I can swap out and put a different blade in it. I'd forgotten how much fun changing the blade is on this. It's got a cover on it, and that cover is held on by two little Allen screws. Now, some of you may recall, some of you may not, I don't know, that I've got a set of imperial Allen keys. Well, no good on this machine at all. This is entirely metric. So I went to my tool chest and I looked at the assorted Allen keys, and I don't know how I did it. Maybe that was divine intervention. I think that's a bit too much, but that Allen key fits. So that was good. And then I thought, I wonder what that Allen key is. So I cleaned the little bit of surface rust off it, and it's a 5/32 across the flat. It's an imperial Allen key, so that's obviously an imperial screw. And yeah, for the record, if you need to change a blade on my saw table, you need a 5/32 AF Allen key. And of course the other thing that is absolutely essential is you need the top off of an old box that cheese came in, otherwise you end up losing all your bits. So yeah, that's those two out. Now I've got a bad feeling I've got to remove those two as well. I'm not sure about that. Maybe not. That's a weird sort of little cover that... Ah, yes. Yeah, that's got to come out too, I think. Well, unfortunately, I've sort of run out of time to play with this this particular caper. Yeah, that's going to have to wait for another day, unfortunately. But isn't it comical how little people manage to find places to sleep? Do you lot do that? Do you create a new bit of space for a specific purpose? And you go away and you have a cup of tea, or maybe you have a jar of iced sweet tea or coffee, or some of you adult beverages, and you come back and the workshop fairies have covered your pristine, empty, clear space with stuff. Yeah. Well, I'm sure it's all good stuff, and well, maybe we'll just have to nail another board on the wall and hang some of it up